What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE News. Today we have some awesome information to get into, but before we do that, go ahead and hit that like button on this video, guys. Been doing really well. Do appreciate all the likes. 500 like goal, 700 for a $5 eShop card. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off at probably my most anticipated game for 2019, and that is Fire Emblem Three Houses on the Nintendo Switch. We've got a fact sheet in addition to some features and new screenshots for you guys as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into what Nintendo has to say about one of the most impressive looking, from a visual standpoint, Fire Emblem games of all time. So a brand new Fire Emblem game with a new story and characters is coming to Nintendo Switch. The game takes place in Fortnight, where the Church of Ceros exercises great power over the land and its people. As the main character, the player must not only fight on the battlefield, but also can move the character freely and interact with the other characters to build relationships and gather information at some parts. The turn-based tactical RPG will put a new strategic twist on battling, with formations of troops supporting individual units on the battlefield. Do you have what it takes to survive and conquer in this brand new Fire Emblem game? Here are the features: a traditional turn-based tactical RPG that puts a new twist on strategic battling, now where a player must maneuver a unit, formations of troops move with them and support them in battle. In some parts, the player can move the main character freely and interact with other characters and gather information. The game is set in a new world, Fortnight, where the Church of Ceros exercises great power over the land and people. Your protagonist meets three main characters: Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude, who play important roles in the story. So I've gotten actually quite a number of questions because you guys asked me a lot of Fire Emblem stuff. Just to let you guys know, if you don't know, Fire Emblem is one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's definitely in my top 3 when it comes to Nintendo or just all time in general. So I'm definitely excited for this game here. So some people were asking me about Fire Emblem Three Houses. Does this mean this game is going to be split into like 3, like Fire Emblem Fates and all that stuff? And I'm going to say no. I think if that was going to happen, Nintendo probably would have already announced that. The Three Houses just really probably alludes to the 3 different characters you're going to meet in this story with Dimitri, Edelgard, and Claude. That's probably what the Three Houses means, and whatever political or war conflict is going on between them there, or if they're even working together. I'm not really 100% sure. We still need to learn more about it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the new screenshots, so you saw those 2 as well. I think probably one of the coolest things about this game is that when you actually command a unit, you have troops that support you, so it actually feels more like a large-scale battle than it's ever been. Before in the past, when you see a Fire Emblem game, you just have individual units, and while you can go and link up with someone else in certain Fire Emblem games in order to gain support or something like that, there was never a bunch of troops at your side. There was never a bunch of troops at your side. It was always just like an individual character, and then you link up together in order to kind of fight against an enemy or something like that. In this one, you actually have troops that support you, and I'm guessing based on your class, those are going to give you different types of support skills and then what you can do, and maybe even being able to swap different types of troops on the battlefield at some point, or linking together to have some type of like super troop. So I think there's a lot of potential in this new twist when it comes to Fire Emblem, and I love the free roaming parts as well. A lot of you guys have been asking me about if there's going to be dungeons being brought back. I think that it's a potential, it's a possibility that they do come back, since there are going to be free roaming parts, but they didn't really allude to anything here, so we can't say it is coming back at this point 100%. But what we can say is that there is going to be large scale environments that you can freely walk around, gather information. So there is definitely a potential for there to be other large areas to where you can kind of go in there, have some fights, kind of like Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, which is one of the very few Fire Emblem games to actually do that. And if you count like the Fire Emblem Gaiden all the way back in the day, but in terms of modern Fire Emblem games that they've released recently, so you haven't really been able to do that. You usually have like a world map, and then you just go on the world map, then you go to a certain place, then that's that. So Fire Emblem Three Houses, in terms of graphically, in terms of what they're doing with the story, characters, from what I've seen, it looks absolutely phenomenal. This could definitely be one of the best Fire Emblem games out there. I'm liking the changes. I'm liking what they're doing with the style. I think the graphics are going to get better. Some people were concerned about that, but the game is definitely going to look better and better. And I think Nintendo's also going to reveal more information when it comes to online play, if there's that, or multiplayer and other stuff. So just be a little bit more patient, guys. I know it sucks about the delay. Be a little bit more patient, but I have faith in Intelligent Systems that they're going to build one of the best Fire Emblem games ever made. So what do you guys think about Fire Emblem Three Houses, the new screenshots here, the gameplay footage that you guys saw? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving to the next topic here, we have the Nintendo Switch International terms of the Amazon sales charts and this holiday season. There's been a lot of talk whether Nintendo can hit their 20 million unit goal after the weak E3 that they had, or the surprisingly weak second year, or whatever the case is, which is just nonsense in my opinion. But I think that definitely Nintendo is going to do well this holiday season. I was checking out some of the different sales charts here when it comes to Amazon, and if you look at it at the point that I'm doing this video, Nintendo is pretty much dominating here with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and the Pokeball Plus bundle is actually surprisingly popular for $100, and that comes with the Pokeball Plus, also one copy of the game. So it comes in a bundle, so you do save a little bit because the Pokeball Plus is $49.99. The game is $60. You do save about $10 if you buy it together. Also, Super Smash Bros., the controller, Mario Tennis Aces, and of course Super Mario Party. That is the first game with online play, which I still need to talk about that. We'll have that in a separate video. So Nintendo's doing very well when it comes to after the E3 and what people are excited for in terms of what people are buying and everything, and that'll kind of lead into our next story here. But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, are these games enough to push them to their goal as far as 20 million units for the fiscal year that started in March and will end in March 2019? I think that if Nintendo gets those games out, of course they're going to get them out, they're going to be good, they're going to sell enough. I think that's enough, to be honest. Just those two are enough, just because Smash Brothers is going to sell 7 or 8 million Nintendo Switches by itself. Pokemon is probably going to sell another 6 to 10 million units by itself when it comes to worldwide sales. So between those two, I think those can push by themselves at least anywhere from, I would say, 12 to 16 million Nintendo Switches by itself. I think that those games have enough power to do so, especially Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, while that's a great game, obviously we need to see how the Pokemon Go fanbase reacts to it. I do feel that Smash Bros. Is that known main entity, whereas Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is a little bit more of a side story, but at the same time it still has that power to draw as many people. So I'm not really sure what the breakdown's going to be. I mean, I'm just taking wild stabs and guesses at it, but I think together they're definitely going to do very well. And I think at this point Nintendo can sell the 7 or 6 million from this point till November in order to get to that 20 million by next year. So I do feel that Nintendo's going to reach it, and it's not going to be too hard for them, especially after the holiday season. Plus, we still have next year early too. People forget that January, February, and the beginning of March all contribute towards that goal as well. And if Fire Emblem, Yoshi, or another game, or Bayonetta, or the Daemon Cross Machina, if any of those games launch in that first early year part, that's going to help as well, along with everything that's already been released. Nintendo also has some amazing DLC too, with the Octo expansion. People are loving that, and plus the Torna in terms of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Those are going to help kind of push things along as well, in addition to another game we're going to discuss in the next segment here. But I do feel that Nintendo's definitely going to get it. I don't think that they're too far off. Some people are trying to say, oh well, they don't have enough, but I don't think so, especially with Octopath and all the different games that are coming out this summer. I think it's been great, man. I think after E3 I downloaded 3 different games. I downloaded Hollow Knight, I downloaded Fortnite, and I also downloaded Paladins as well. Plus we got Dragon Ball Fighters and Starlink Battle for Atlas. That's going to be coming up as well. Wolfenstein is coming up. You have Monster Hunter. There's quite a number of different games, and I think there's going to be enough variety along with Pokemon, Smash Brothers, Super Mario Party, Mario Tennis Aces to really just kind of push them over the edge when it comes to that goal. So we'll see what happens next year, obviously, but I think the big telling factor will be the holiday season. But as you can see here, they're off to a very good start. People are excited and pre-ordering the heck out of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, number 1 and number 2, and actually number 3 as well when it comes to games by itself. So what do you guys think about the Amazon sales charts here with Super Smash Bros. And Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Super Mario Party, and also Mario Tennis Aces ranking so highly? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving to the last topic here, we do have Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. We're going to be talking about how much it's been downloaded, because Nintendo of America put out a tweet the other day saying thanks to all the Fortnite fans who already helped build up over 2 million downloads on the Nintendo Switch. Still haven't jumped into the Battle Royale? Download it today for free on the Nintendo eShop, and there you go. So there's a little bit of controversy with this game and a little bit of surprise as well. So let's go over the surprise first. So this game actually enabled voice chat on the Nintendo Switch straight from the console. You don't have to use the app, you don't have to use Discord or anything else to do voice chat. You can simply just head right into the game, plug in your headset that you have, whether it's the USB headset that's supported or whether it's just a normal headset that has a mic on there, and you can chat with other people, and it works really well. So that was just kind of a stealth drop of system-wide voice chat, and apparently there is a rumor going around that the SDK for the Nintendo Switch now does support that. So developers going forward will be able to use voice chat in their games. So everyone who was saying, oh my gosh, this app is the craziest thing ever, Nintendo, you need to have the voice chat, and just weren't being patient, letting Nintendo actually launch their online, there you go. You got that right there. You got voice chat built in. I'm still going to be using Discord, but at the same time, it's good for those who don't have Discord, who just want to use the voice chat right then and there. If you're playing handheld mode, don't want to have to plug your headset into computer or plug it into a phone or something, you've got that voice chat. So that is definitely good, and more people aren't talking about this. So that's awesome to see. Now, another thing in terms of the little bit more of the controversial thing was the whole thing with Sony in terms of blocking the accounts. So if you've played Fortnite with your Epic account on a PlayStation 4, you are blocked from using it on the Nintendo Switch or any other system. They block your whole account. So it's not even about crossplay, it's about your account. So everything that you spent money on, all of that stuff is blocked, which is just absolutely anti-consumer in my opinion. It's horrible that they would do that. Usually I'm used to Sony blocking crossplay. You know, you don't want players from Fortnite playing on PS4 versus Xbox. Okay, I get that. But to block your Epic account, your account used so you can't use your stuff on other systems, even though it's right then and there and other systems can do that, is pretty scummy. But at the same time, this is Sony, guys, and I kind of had a feeling that Sony would do something like this. That's why I never played the Fortnite or anything on PlayStation 4, my PS4 Pro. I just played it on my PC, and then of course I got it on the Nintendo Switch, so I knew they'd do something like that. So it's a bit controversial. People are upset about that. Maybe they'll fix it, but they've already responded, and it doesn't seem like they're going to do that at all. They're going to stick to that. So it's unfortunate for Fortnite fans who have a PS4 and a Switch and want to hop into the Switch version on the go or whatever the case is, or in the living room. It's unfortunate, but now you probably have to make another one and just play from there. Or heck, even if you're hardcore into Fortnite, maybe think about going to Xbox and playing it, then also playing it on the Switch there, because they have crossplay and you can switch the accounts and everything like that. So I use mine on PC, and I just transferred mine over to Nintendo Switch, no problem. But over 2 million people strong and counting. That's a little bit of a late number on there. I'm pretty sure that it might be near 3 million at this point. Who knows? I know a lot of people are enjoying Fortnite though on the Switch, which is what's important. People are having fun. So what do you guys think about all the different topics here, from Fire Emblem to Nintendo's holiday season with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Super Smash Bros. Selling well, and of course Fortnite topping 2 million units sold, voice chat enabled as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Flare Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emails via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace!